Hello Scorpio, this is Ashley. We're going to be doing your reading for the week of September 19th with a specific focus on the full moon in Pisces that's happening on the 20th. Now this full moon is happening in the final degrees of Pisces, and being a full moon, it will illuminate something for you, and then there is usually some kind of release that takes place at the time of any full moon, right? Because it's a completion of a cycle. Now it's also happening in Pisces, which is the sign of release and surrender, and it's happening in the final degrees of Pisces, which gives it an extra boost in that it's not only in the final degrees, but it's also the final degrees of the entire zodiac wheel. And so there is like a triple whammy when it comes to the potential to close out some old cycle that has maybe been going on for you for some time. So we're going to have a look and see what that might be for you. If this is not your reading, I suggest you check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for a full picture of what you might be experiencing. Now this full moon is trine to your sign, Scorpio. And so the release itself, along with the other alignments happening at the same time, should be less difficult than usual. Now everyone will experience that differently, but that's at least something to look forward to, right? If this is your reading, please like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. So let's get started here. We're going to do past, present, future. And the present row will be focused on the new moon, or excuse me, the full moon itself. So we have the Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Swords. The Ace of Air, or the Ace of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. And the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, holy moly, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. Could be dealing with a Leo with that lion on here. Doesn't have to be. Could definitely be a situation that you've attempted to control, right? So the Emperor's like the boss. He's in charge, and he can have a bit of a controlling energy. And with some of the messages coming through here, it could be that there's something that you've just been holding on to too tightly that needs to be released. It could very well be a love situation. We have the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. And could be that you're wanting some sort of new beginning with a soulmate. But there's conflict here. There's arguments, there's rejection, there's perhaps spying going on here with the Page of Swords. Both of you keeping a close eye on one another. And it looks like we need to get more into our water placements, Scorpio, and go with the flow here and kind of get out of our heads a bit. Get out of that need to control something. Yeah, it feels like a little bit, like a lot of passion going on between you and perhaps this person. Now, this could also be just a dream that you've had since you were a kid. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be something that you've hoped for your entire life, and you've just seen it as like the ultimate dream come true for yourself. Maybe it's a specific career or move to a foreign country. I mean, it could be anything. But it feels like you're kind of almost beating your head against a brick wall trying to get it to get going. And it could very well be that letting go and going with the flow is what gets you there, right? So let's get some extra detail here. Now, with the Emperor being at the bottom of the deck, it could very well be like a business that you are attempting to get started up. So we'll just see what comes through. In the past position, we have this endless possibilities. And so it's like, well, the possibilities are endless. You could have very well been in this very imaginative state to get something started here, thinking that the sky is the limit, right? And that's a good thing, right? We don't want to limit ourselves on or put ourselves in a box of what is possible, because then we immediately put the brakes on it. But in this scenario, and what this card also refers to, is the possibility that you might be the thing in your own way here. So let's see if we can get some more insight. What's the Six of Cups doing here? The Hanged Man could be dealing with a Pisces. And the Three of Wands. I've just been waiting on a dream here. Waiting on a soulmate. Let's see. Ace of Swords. Some more waiting. Wanting some truth. Wanting a new beginning. A victory here. We have the Two of Swords. Kind of being stuck, perhaps. A lot of stuck energy here. Ace of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. And the Three of Swords. I will say that I kind of almost feel like the energy around this reading is like a little bit chaotic, a little bit. It does feel like it's not in the flow, and I'm saying that because as I lay the cards down, typically I'm immediately hit with the message, and it just feels like there's a lot of confusion here. We definitely have the Seven of Cups here with the Three of Swords, so confusion, indecision, waiting, and some sort of heartbreak going on here. Now, I do feel like part of what's happening here is that this heartbreak is perhaps exactly the problem. It's like we're in this space of a broken heart or an unhealed heart. And because of that, we're trying to control every little piece of what happens as like a self-protective measure, right? And so something about that, some sort of rejection that happened, and it almost feels like perhaps you're not wanting to see that maybe part of the roadblock is you. And it could be that the roadblock that you're creating is protecting that heart so much. You see how her arms are crossed over her chest, like blocking her heart. And so it could very well be that all this waiting, you've been waiting for this thing to happen, to begin. You know, with these aces, you want it to start. And it's hurting you that it's not starting, right? The wanting it so badly is hurting you. And the more that happens, the more it hurts. And the more it hurts, the more you try and control it, okay? So let's see if we can get some more detail on what this might be. It very well could be a dream, a wish that you've had for your future. Could be a love situation with that Six of Cups. We have the Peacekeeper in the present moment. So this will be at the time of the new moon. It says, let go of the need to be right. Right? So we have that white buffalo there, which is symbolic of something rare, like a blue moon, or like a gift from the universe that is like a rare gift, right? And so let's see how that's coming into play. We have the Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So I'm getting a lot, I feel like there's a lot of, you know, maybe frustration, rejection, anger, perhaps even spying going on here if this is a love situation. And this may be for very few of you, but I'm going to say it because I've gotten it twice now. But I feel like part of what might be going on for some of you with this heartbreak is someone chose a new beginning with someone else, okay? I feel like that's only maybe one or two of you, so, but I'm going to read the cards as they come up. So, what's going on with this Page of Wands? Could be a little bit of a player energy, fickle. Could also be someone with a temper, right? Or harsh words. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Cups. With the Five of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups. And the Star could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Capricorn. What else do we have here? Really any of the signs. Oh, and Pisces coming through strongly. Let's see, what's this Page of Swords? We have the King of Swords, so again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And there's that Page of Wands again. So, I kind of feel like this King of Swords energy is probably a bit unemotional. If this is someone you're dealing with, I just saw the Leo card as well, so take that as it resonates. If it's someone you're dealing with, I feel like they bring quite a bit of drama. They don't necessarily offer up a whole lot of these cups, right? They bring drama. They might be a very logical person, but I feel like they're a little fickle. It feels like they're fickle, like they like to start arguments. And it's resulted in a lot of feelings of rejection here. And I feel like it's almost like I feel like you've been on the receiving end of it. And even if it's been unjust, there's like this feeling of you needing to defend yourself, right? And it says, let go of the need to be right. Now, that can be an interesting line to walk, right? Where we need to defend ourselves, protect ourselves. But at some point, is it worth the battle with this person? It does look like this is turning into a love situation here. Now, I think what you really want is this to be healed and to be, you know, to receive a cup of love, not a wand, not a sword, not even a pentacle. You want love, something deep, right? Something meaningful. And I feel like what you've been offered is a lot less than that. But there's a lot, I'm gonna have to like sage, because I can just feel how much anger is going on behind the scenes here. Even if it's something that you're keeping inside, there's a lot of passionate energy. And I'm seeing like on this, all these little explosions of like fire energy. And there's this tiger sitting down here. And so it's like that tiger is laying there and it seems like it's at rest. And it doesn't feel like that. It feels like there's a lot of anger coming up because of this broken heart and how much time you've been waiting. So it's very frustrating energy, okay? In the future position, we have go with the flow. It says letting go, cleansing, and receiving. And she, again, has her hands over that heart, right? Just like that Two of Swords. And we have this lovely waterfall in the background. And it's like she's bathing in that flow. And with this, it's like this spiral shell as her headdress. It's like there's so much mental activity, goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And to get into this flow state, you'll release some of that. Now, we have the Two of Swords again. And it almost looks like she's also got this waterfall going on behind her. We have the Eight of Swords, which is mentally stuck energy, and the Six of Pentacles here. So something about getting into the flow, letting go of the need to be right, letting go of the need to justify your own anger. You know, try to remember it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. This person here who's been fiddling around with your heart and kind of being dramatic and controlling, they don't need to understand. That's for you to understand and process, right? We always enjoy the thought of being validated by someone else, but ultimately, your peace of mind is yours. And this person isn't, this apology here that you're hoping for, this cup of love, while it sounds really nice, it doesn't feel like enough to fix all this other stuff. So let's see what other details we can get here on all this stuck energy. Two of Swords. Getting the Queen of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. With the Eight of Swords, we're getting the Six of Swords. Or excuse me, the Six of Wands. And the Hierophant. And with the Six of Pentacles, we get the Page of Cups. And the Two of Cups. Okay. Interesting twist, plot twist. So, you know how I said, for a few of you, it could be that this heartbreak is a result of this person choosing a passionate new beginning with someone else? Well, this Queen of Wands is often someone else. And it looks like perhaps part of why your heart is so broken, all this waiting that you've been doing, hoping that this person would offer you a cup. Because it's like you know that you're soulmates with this person. It's a deep connection with this person. but their immaturity is showing, right? They may have chosen someone else, a new beginning with someone else. That's what I'm getting from that Queen of Wands. Again, I feel like that's only for some of you, so just hang tight a minute and I'll give you what else I'm seeing here. But it's like, it broke your heart that they started this new beginning, and then it was even worse when they offered that person a cup and not you. It's like it was bad enough when it was just like a passionate, sexy thing for them and this other person. When it turned into like them offering that cup, that one that you've been wanting this whole time, they offered it to this other person, and now you're being asked to walk away from this, to see how you've been keeping yourself stuck by waiting on this person, hoping that they would get their heads out of their butt, right? And you've been in this mentally stuck place of thinking that at some point this person's going to commit to me and bring you your cup and say, oh yes, we're soulmates. I was so ridiculous. I didn't see it before, right? For others of you, I think that the way to get into the flow, if that scenario I just described was not you, it looks like the way to get into the flow is to, have a little bit of confidence in yourself here. It feels like this situation has really beat that down, because this person made you feel like an option. They were flighty, they were full of drama, they were immature, and they did that over and over and over and over again. And made you wait. Like you were going to wait forever. And on some level, you were like, okay, I'll wait. And since that has been happening, it's like you've been allowing your heart to get rebroken again and again. And it's like you don't want to see that. And so what it's saying here in the outcome, in the future position, is you're going to find the confidence to just walk away from this, right? Get out of that stuck energy, open your eyes, see it for what it is, and walk away. And I think in doing so, that you're going to go forward and find the commitment that you deserve, rather than waiting around for this player, right? Because in the future, there's reciprocity, there's balance, there's an offering of the cup that you've been wanting. There's a soulmate connection out there that is not this soulmate. And until you move on from this, you're not going to discover that next person that is, it's kind of interesting. With the Six of Cups, it can be a past person, it can be a soulmate, it can be like someone that maybe even past lives with, that kind of thing. But on the Six of Cups, there's usually two children, and one is offering flowers to the other one. These aren't kids. And so there's already, with the Six of Cups, it may be a deep, long-term connection that's been going on for lifetimes. But there's still some sort of immaturity to it. With those kids on there, typically. And this isn't an immature connection. And so keep that in mind as you are, attempting to let go of this and not fight for that justice that you definitely deserve. But I don't think this is going to be the person that gives it to you. I think this is going to be the person that gives it to you. I think you are going to be the person that gives it to you. Woo! Man, that was intense. I hope that was helpful. Let me know down below. Check your other placements, and I will see you in the next one, Scorpio. Bye.